divided brain, trying to get left and rights to work together. Oh my goodness. Look, we're spaced out beautifully. We've got room to wobble. We'll just kind of connect it back together. Let's go. So we're going to take the toes out and the heels. Spread the toes a little wider. And then let's activate these legs. Push down, tails down. Lengthen tall through the crown, drawing in through the center. And breathe. And breathe out. Again, deeper. Connecting down. Lengthen tall, drawing in and down. Let's warm up these shoulders with some circles. And roll. And we're going to go fingertips onto the shoulders. We'll go elbow circles. And then we're just going to alternate those elbows. And just giving yourself a little bit more movement into the rib cage. A little bit of a tip to the side. Just starting to push that mobility into the spine. And then we'll drop those arms. So we're going to go up tall, reach up, scrunch, scrunch, scrunch. Push the ribs. Starting to loosen off. And then we'll come down to the back. And to warm ourselves up, let's go straight into it. So we're going to come down. Again, check your alignment. Make sure we feel like we're stacked well. And then we're going to press back. Hello, glutes. Open the chest. Down and push back. Down. Push. And give me one more before we start to balance a little more. So we're going to come down and we're going to press up onto those toes. Squeeze the glutes and lower. We don't have to raise high, just enough to get things to connect. Balance and down. Push and down. Push and down. We calm. Stay low, hands on hips. We're going to pop up on the high ball of one foot and give me 10 little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch it over straight into the other side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And heels down, elbows at the ready for crossing across the body. Up, opposite elbow to knee and sink back down. Switch and lower. Switch, lower, switch. Balance is easier if you focus forward. Find a spot. Otherwise, turn your head and neck. Twisting the body, you're going to increase the challenge because your vestibular system is on the move. Last 2. Turn and turn. Let's go wider. Well done. Making sure the knees are wide. We're coming out over those toes. Hands out in the front. And we're going to come underneath those legs and then reach up tall. Under and lift. Under and lift. We can have a little swing as though you are holding a kettlebell. We've sometimes done it with the magic circle, which might appear next week. What a segue. 2 to go. Push the knees out wide and lift and wide. And lift. Well done. Come on in. Our lunges today are brought to you from the front of the mat. So come front. So we've got all of that space behind us. Stack the arms. This is going to keep ourselves lifted through the upper body, but it does take you into lunges like we're blind. But feel the feels. What's happening? We're going to take a foot back. See if we can lower. And then come back 2. Same side for 5. Step back. Lower. And in. Now it's easier if you step back in that train track, isn't it? Following the line of that hip, rather than stepping back into the center of the mat, which would make our balance line very narrow. One more to this side. Other side. Stepping back, following that train track line. And step 2. Step back. Lower. 3 to go. Back. Lower. And back. Lower. And in. Well done. Release those arms. We're going to stand in the middle of the mat. We are pitching on our stool. Hands on knees to get ourselves into position. So again, just checking our alignment. Knees over toes. perching back as though we're trying to find that stool to sit on. We're going to take one arm forward and one arm back, and we're reaching and holding, and we reach and switch, and switch, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up for air. Give yourself a little release. Well done. This time we're going to come both arms forward. So, perch on the stool. Reaching back through those sitting bones and both arms forward and pull the elbows down. Reach and pull. 4 to go. Reach, pull, reach, pull, reach, pull. Give me one more. Reach, pull, up for air. Getting warm. It's good. It's good on a cold, wintry day. Reset again. That last one, and we're adding on a pulse set to the end. So we're long, elbows in. Long, elbows in. 4 more here. Reach and in. Still perching on the edge of that stool. 2 more. Reach and in. Reach and then hold, little pulsing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and just hang. Tuck your tail under. We straighten the legs and we're rolling ourselves up. Block by block by block, and we're up. Well done. We're still doing a lovely big swish forward, and we're going to raise onto these toes again. So we're going to swish, come onto the toes, and heels down to come up. Well done. Swish onto the toes. Swish and up. Swish and up. Good job. Keep it going. Focus on the spot. Give yourself an extra chance to balance. Swish and up. Because we're going to counteract the balance, the reach of those arms. Swish and up. Last 2. Swish and up. And swish and up. If anything, we are warmed up and ready to come onto the mat. So let's come on down. We're into our standard starting position. We are long through the back of the neck. Tuck our shoulder blades underneath. Open wide across the chest. Lift the hips up, place them down further from the shoulders so we feel the length and space in the spine. Check in. Headlights are level. Feet in the train track, lining up with our sits bones. And we can breathe. As you exhale, drawing in through that low centre, tightening that aeroplane seatbelt. We're ready to play. Well done. We're going to take our hands to ceiling. And we're going to curl forward, reaching across towards one knee. Tap. And then come back down. The hands come to ceiling. Across to the other knee. Over and tap. And lowering down. Thinking up and over. Down and back. So we've got that control of our speed. Very purposeful with our reach. Up and over. We're just getting that nice little upper body twist, which introduces our obliques to come in and give a bit more assistance. Up and over. Give me one last one here. Up and over and down. Well done. Just give yourself a little bit of a breathe, relaxing through that neck. One more set here, but this time the leg comes in. So we curl up and over, and we're going to push firmly on the front of that thigh and then release down. Other leg coming in and push firmly. You should feel quite a deep activation at the tummy here. So come and push. Using your own strength to resist you. Push, but hold that leg from moving. And down. It's a quick warm up, this one. Push. And down. 3 to go. Push. And down. Last 2. Push. And down. And push. And down. Well done. Relax the hands down beside you. We're going to flick that workload from our center and bring it into the glutes, coming up into a nice bridge. So lifting up through the hips. Set our position nice at the top here. Feel the feet pushing on the floor. Hello glutes, hips up open. You're going to lift one heel for me and pop the heel back down. Other heel and back down. Now both heels lift and place them down, and then tap the hips down. Hello hamstrings. Find your glutes. So up we come again, and make sure that the glutes are working and overriding this extra hamstring work. Lift one heel, put it down. Lift the other heel, put it down. Both heels, and down. Release the hips. Twice more. We are up, squeezing through the glutes. Lift a heel, and down. Lift a heel, and down. Both heels, and down. Touch down. Ready? One more round. We are up to the top. Squeeze and hold. Lift a heel. Lift a heel. Double heels. Up, down, and lower. Hands to ceiling. Well done indeed. We're going to roll down through the back. So just giving us that nice length and stretch. Up into bridge. And as we roll down, block by block, we take the arms past the head. Stretching out, lengthening out the spine. We'll take those arms back to ceiling to repeat. We lift the hips and rolling down, block by block by block. Arms to ceiling. 2 to go. Still have to activate these glutes. Push through the feet to do so, because as we roll down, we're using more hamstrings than we would with our flat back lowering. Hands to ceiling. Very last one. Lift and rolling down, 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 down. And hands to ceiling to loop our fingers together and come behind our head. So we've got some lovely support here for our head and neck. But we're going to keep our head down, resting on a little pillow of our fingertips. So shuffle your feet together for me. Now we've lost contact with our hands onto our headlights and how our cup of tea is sitting there safely. So we have to think, how do things feel? We're going to take one knee open to the side, making sure we think our cup of tea is safe and level. Bring that knee back in. Other knee open to the side, thinking about those cues. What's in contact with the mat? So the backs of our shoulders, back of the rib cage, and back of the hips should stay centered on the mat. It can give us clues. We want to hold ourselves from rolling over here. We're working hard to hold our position, to be stable in our middle. One more single knee. Then we're going to do it around the world. So we're going to open one knee, hold it open, take the other knee, hold it open, bring one knee back in, yes, just one knee, keep the other one wide, and then the final one in. Well done. Always a good challenge. One knee open, hold. Other knee open, hold. One knee in, one knee in. Twice more. See if we can reverse the circle. One knee open, one knee open, one back in, and number 4. Well done. Last round. Open, open, close, close. Nice job. We're going to lift one leg and we're going to curl forward, elbow to that knee, and a bit of a crisscross. And then just taking it back down to the mat. We're slowly warming up into this exercise. Switch across and lower. Think of it as a 3 count. Up and over to the knee, down and back. Up and over, down and back. Up and over, down and once more. Up and over, down and pause. Take a little breath in. We're going to speed it up a little bit, staying at the top for 8 switches. Breathe. On your next exhale, let's come up to our first contact. Stay up here as we switch over and switch. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And lower the head back down, breathing in. Woo. Are we ready? Let's do another round. So bringing an elbow to a knee, staying at the top as you switch over. Switch, 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 and 4, 3, 2, and 1, and down, and breathe it in. We're going to release that head now, taking the hands back to our headlights. Well done. So just check in that you're happy with where that low back is resting. It's in a position that's lovely and low. We're able to draw and hold in position. We're going to work through our scissors. So we're going to take one leg to tabletop and lower. Other leg to table and lower. And it's such a nice, easy level of level 1. We have to think of those key factors. Our shoulders are lovely and soft. We're able to hold our position on the mat without the shuffle, so we're able to hold and absorb the movement of the legs. Hips are staying level, and the strength to lift these legs is coming in from that low tummy. We're drawing in to lift. This time though, we're going to lift and we're going to hold that leg. Extra little draw in here to scoop the other leg up. We're in our level 2, and we tap one toe down, bring it back up. It's a new starting position. Up here with tabletop legs demands more. This is more of a strength position. So draw in firmly through that low tummy. If you need to reset your position, do so anytime. We can keep that rib cage drawn down, giving us a little bit of extra strength here. And we can start to take this into level 3 where we scissor. It goes from being a strength hold to being more of a stamina, so we learn to breathe. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4, in. 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3. Once more in. 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4, and curl those knees in. Give yourself a little wobble wobble side to side. Well done. Woo-hoo-hoo. Pop those feet back down. Hands are back to ceiling once again, and there are options here for positioning. We're going to lengthen the arms with one heel, and then we come back. And other side long. Now we can work quite a lot harder here by having the leg that's on the floor up in tabletop. So if you wanted to have a go to be in tabletop and reaching long, you have to be able to feel confident that you can keep that low back in its neutral. If you feel that low back lifting, feet come back down, because we want to feel that length and stretch. Reach and in. So we've got that nice reach. We're able to feel that challenge to our centers, but we're able to hold position. If you know me well enough, we know that this is a lovely pace, but it's going to move into a faster pace soon. So while it's slow, we can find that reach, we can enjoy that stretch. The muscles creating space and length in the joints. Give me one more each side. We have long and in and long. You come in and pause. Get a breath on board. We're going to go 20 faster, so be happy with our setup. Drawn in through our center. We're going and long, in, long, in, long, in, long, in. Reach and reach and reach. And are we breathing? Exhale, back, exhale, back, exhale, back, exhale, and flow. We're reach, reach. Smashing through it. Final 4. Long, reach, holding center, and yes. Well done. Should we take both legs long? Give yourself a little roll through those hips. We're just loosening off, relaxing from that one. Well done indeed. I'm going to bring those legs back in. Good job. Well done indeed. Right. Moving right along. We want to challenge ourselves with one more bridging position, and I want us to go back to doing our single leg. So we're going to take our hands to the floor, retuck our shoulder blades underneath if we need to. And we're going to take one leg to tabletop. From here, we've got 5 boosters to each side. So we've got to use this foot on the floor. Big firm press down to lift up these hips, and we tap the hips back down. And booster up, and tap down. And boost, and down. And boost, and last one. And boost, and down. Switching legs over. Well done. We've got our 5 boosters, and up, and down, and boost, and down. 3 to go. Boost, pushing through the floor. Boost, give me one more. And boost, and down, and again straighten yourself. Out, we're going to give ourselves a little wriggle and a reach. I want you to make one side of the body longer, so lengthen through one side. Fingertips right down through to the heel. We're in a slight arch, we're bent and lengthening one side. Then the other side, reaching and longer to the other side of the body. And then we're going to level ourselves back into the centre to roll ourselves up. The hands come first. Exhale, curling forward, reaching as we rise. And we're going to come forward and just grab hold of room here too. Paddle those knees, so we're releasing neural tension and muscular tightness. Both take a little while to release on a colder day. So reaching forward just as you feel comfortable. Well done. From here, we're going to come down on our side. So we're going to set ourselves up. Legs at 45 degrees. Key point here is to push that top hip away so we're stacked nicely. Well done. We're going to do a little bit of a tip and dip with our, sounds a bit like chip and dips, but that's not happening with your pie and your lattes today. We're going to take the top knee and then lower it, reconnect the knees, and then both feet and lower. Top knee, lower, both feet. So it's a bit of a rock and roll to the lower half. What I want to see is that we're able to absorb that movement and it doesn't come up past the hips. So if somebody came in to check on us and looked at the top half, they would never know. We're able to hold that movement. Knee, tap. Knee,
like mermaid toes.
tip. Yeah, knee, and tip. Once more. Knee and tip. I like it. One leg long, top leg long. Push through the heel. See if you can make it longer than the mat. Feel that length, and then we take the top arm and give me 4 taps up to this top knee, and we push out and up. But we go back to that feeling of length. Reach up, long reach and up. We're going to add in the tap into the foot. So we go knee, inside foot, and long. Just increasing that mobility into the hip joint. And long. 2 more here. Tap, reach in and long. And tap, reach in and long. Hold. Find that length again. Lengthen, reach. And take that hand back in. Give me 2 little circles forward. And 2 little circles back. And then we go into torpedo. We're going to have a go at doing that again. So wriggle ourselves out. Wriggle into torpedo position, top leg, 2 little circles in one direction, and 2 little circles back. Well done. Feet firmly together, toes up to me, longest pointers through our heels, and we'll squeeze our feet, and we open them. Squeeze our tongs together, squeeze, and open, and squeeze, and open. Squeeze, open, squeeze, open, and 3, and 2, and hold the squeeze, hands to ceiling with a lovely low shoulder. We're going to get beached. We're going to drop back onto the corner of the hip, and we're going to get ourselves back onto the side. Drop back, and back onto the side. Good job. Drop, and back, drop, and back. 4 to go. Drop, and back. So we're using our center and squeeze those glutes. Last 2, and center, and back, and hold your balance here on the side, back in torpedo. We're going to take that hand back down. Give me a lovely little kick, just a gentle swing. But we're going to get a little bit competitive. We're going to do a 5-second sprint. Go faster. Go, 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 go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold those long legs, taking it to a long scissors to finish. 1 leg forward and 1 leg back. Hold. And then come through, switching and reach. Now this exercise is much easier if we have that reach through the legs. So extend, and we're swishing right off the bottom of the mat. Swish and reach. Switch. We've got 2 to go. Switch. And switch. And then curl it on in. Well done. Little wriggle to those hips. Say well done. Okay, we're going to come and rest onto the back of our shoulder. We've got our arm opening. So we're going to take that top arm to the ceiling. Lovely big breath up into the fingertips. And then open. So we're feeling our stretch. Front of the shoulder, maybe the rib cage. Hold. You can always wriggle around. Find your stretch, which could be different to my stretch. Just slowly moving the arm around until you think you find a spot that needs some attention, that needs a stretch out, that feels good. Remembering the power of the breath out. So every time you exhale is when you're going to get that movement. Your body trusts you. Bring that arm forward, or you're welcome to stay back. It feels really good back here, and you're making progress. One last breath. Well done. And we are up. We are swiveling, and we are down to the other side. We set ourselves up, we've got our 45-degree legs again. Connect the heels, connect the knees, everything's well stacked. Length through that top waist to the spine is straightened too. We need to engage in this tummy to do our topsy-turvy. We're going to lift the top knee. Reconnect it. Both feet lifted, and both feet are firmly pressed. Top knee, both feet. And think about the rest of the body. No one will know. This is just a lower leg movement. Holding position. Top knee, both feet. Knee, feet. Last one. Feet. Well done. Reach through that foot. It is long, right down off the bottom of the mat. Someone's got you around the ankle and they are pulling you. Then we take the top arm and we match that for length, and we feel stretched from above. Someone's got us around the wrist and we're being pulled. Slightly torturous thought, but that feeling, we can feel that stretch right down deep through the center. And we're going to come and tap that top knee, and then go back to that feeling of length. And tap. And then stretch. And tap. And length. And tap. And then we're going to go for the inner foot. We go knee, ankle, long again. Tap, inner tap. Long. 3 more. Tap, tap, and long. Tap,
tap, we go long and tap, tap, hold the length. Again, feel that stretch. We're activating everything deep, connecting the dots. We're just going to bring the hand in. The leg stays long, 2 little circles. And then we reverse, 2 little circles. Can we do that in torpedo? Wriggle ourselves out. Make yourself as long as possible because it is easier. Scoop in the tummy. Squeezing of the glutes. Top leg, 2 circles. Just little. And reverse. Well done. Connect the feet. We are doing our toms. Take your toes to me. Length through the heels and we will open, close and squeeze. Open, squeeze, open, squeeze. Really activate into the inner thigh with a good push. And squeeze. And squeeze. And squeeze. 2 more. Squeeze. And squeeze and hold. Hold that squeeze. We're going to take the top arm up. This lovely low shoulder because we're going to get beached. And you've got to get back onto your side. And beached. And onto the side. Beach. And side. Beach. And side. 4 to go. Back. And forward. Think connecting through the tummy and squeezing through the glutes. And our last one. Tap. And hold the balance on the side. The hand comes in. We are swimming. Just a gentle swim. Bring out the competitive nature. It's a race. Go. 5, 4, come on. 3, 2, and 1. Slowing it down because we're going into wide scissors, long length. Holding our position again. Need to draw in that center to help stabilize. The long reach. The longer these legs are, right down off the bottom of the mat, the easier it is to swish and have the clearance at the hip. So long extension and swish and 2 and 1 and we curl on in. Woohoo! Good job, the glutes. Wriggle onto the back of that shoulder, knees are right in. Then take our top arm into the ceiling. Now breathe up into those fingertips and then open. Keep following with your eyes. So that spinal twist starts from the head, then down through the neck and into that mid-back. That's the spot we're really trying to work into. We hold a lot of tension there, holding our posture all day. Then we can move the arm around a little bit. Don't feel stuck, just holding it in one position. Each of us have a slightly different line of stretch, so you just want to see you can sneak around. See if you can find a spot that just targets exactly what you need. Breathing out. So you can feel that length and we can find that stretch. And we can move, 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 move. One last lovely big stretch open. There, we're going to bring ourselves a bit of a warning, it's a coordination challenge. Alright. We are finding our left, right, and just with little movements, left and right. Once you get to the top of the mat, we have to reverse. Little movements, left and right. Keeping your tabletop quite steady. And moving those limbs. Lifting the opposites together. And back. The cogs whirring and turning. Can we go a little faster? Keep it little steps. Big doesn't make it easier. little. Fast ones. Woo! Bring yourself back into the middle of the mat. Well done indeed. Let's find our elbows. We're going to tap one elbow down and then come back up. Other elbow down and back up. So we're just getting that rotation, a little bit of movement on the top. This time we're going to press one elbow down. We're going to reach out through the foot. Reach and really activate that leg. It's going to make this a lot easier. And then we'll come in. Alright. Stepping up our levels. Reach. And in. One more each way before we add our arms in. So reach, pushing out that leg. Prepping ourselves. Once more with that leg. Reach. And in. Well done. This time we reach and hold. So we need that leg long. Activated, it's straight, it's reaching. We get onto the fingertips. That preps the upper body. See if we can take that hand off. Make yourself into a giant star. Fingertips to the ceiling. Long through that leg. And come on in. Well done. Other side. Down. Long through that leg. Now fingertips helps to prep. And then long up through the body. Now press down into the mat with the elbows so the fingers are raised. Reaching out. And coming in. One more each side. Lower. Activate that leg. Onto the fingertips. Take the hand. Lengthen and reach. Hold. Reach. And in. Well done. Last one here, team. Down. Long through that leg. Fingertips and up. Hold, hold, hold. And in. Well done. Give yourself a little release there. Releasing through that back, releasing through the fingers. Then we're going to come all the way forward to the front edge of the mat. We're going to come down into our elbows, but it gives us lots of space behind us here. Strong elbow triangle. Press down. We're going to stay in this position at the upper body. Think about where your toes are, and all we're going to do is turn over those toes. So we're going to push back over one, reaching back through the heel. Push back through the other, and then bring one knee in, and the other knee in. Well done. The 4 points again. So push back through a heel, push back through the heel, and one knee in, and one knee in. Twice more. Push back, strong through these arms. That's taking the weight. Knee in, knee in. Once more, push back, in, and in. Again, just releasing those arms. How are our wrists feeling? We can go back onto the wrists. So I want to do the same again, but raise up. So we're still at the top end of the mat here. We have to make sure we have this lovely low shoulders, strong set arms. And we push back again. We push back over that foot, reaching through the heel. And the other side. And then bring a knee in. And a knee in. Lovely. Again, push back, and in. And two more. Push back, in. And last one. Push back, in, and in. Nice job. Tuck our toes under. We're going to do a couple of little singles, prep our body. All we're going to do is float the knees. So we're going to exhale and float and lower. One more lovely single. Exhale, float and lower. Now I'm going to get us to do a little run with the feet. We're going to do 8 little taps with the knees off. Now, if we're low to the ground, we're only an inch off,
that's a little bit more of a challenge, so we can raise a little higher to make it easier. So we'll just have a go, see how we play. We're going to exhale. We're going to float the knees. We're going to do 8, 7, 6. Now the higher you are, the easier it is. The lower, the more challenging. And down. Breathe. Can we go again? Float the knees. Marching. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower. Breathe. Less marching. More of a purposeful step. We're going to exhale. We're going to float. We're going to step back with one foot and bring it back in. Tap the knees down. Float the knees. Other foot steps back and in and lower. Float. Step. In. Lower. Float. Step. In. Lower. And breathe. How are we doing? How are we doing? Do you think we could stay floating and do 4 steps? Exhale and float. So that's 1, back in. 2, back in. 3, back in. 4, back in. And lower. Legends. Look at you go. Okay, release the wrists. All the extra weight we place forward. Well done indeed. Once more. Onto our elbows though. Alright, taking it down lower, it takes the weight off our wrists, but it does put a lot more strength that we require into these elbows. We're going to press on in. We're going to have a go with that same thing, okay? We're going to tuck our toes under. We'll start with our little single round. So we're going to float the knees and tap one foot back, bring it in and lower. Float, tap back and in and lower. One more each side. Float, tap, in, lower, and float. Tap, in, lower, breathe. Ooh, can we do the 4-point to finish off? Exhale and float. And it's 1, in, 2, in, 3, in, 4, in, lower and breathe. Ooh, nice. Once more to finish. It's exhale and float. And it's 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, in, lower, and relax back. Well done. Let those hips soften onto the heels. Relaxing those wrists. Brilliant. Since we're down here, we're going to turn claw-like. Spread the fingers wide. We are launching up, reaching up the opposites, and it's launch, hold, hold, catch your balance, catch the wobbles, and then sinking back on in. Other side, and reach, hold, hold, and draw on in. Challenge yourselves, push out, and in. And reach, launch, and hold. And 2 more. And reach, hold. And in. And reach, hold. We're going to hold this position. Hold. You can take your hand to the back of the neck. Now we've got a pointy elbow, and it's going to tap underneath towards the inside elbow, and then straighten out to the side. Elbow tucks under. Elbow out. We've got this lovely long leg. Elbow under and up. One more. Elbow under and up. Oh, changing sides. Reach in, hold. Hand comes in. Tapping under the table. And out to the side. And 3. And out. And 2. Take it out. Last one. Tap. And out. And back we go. We're going to roll ourselves up. So we need to get onto those toes. We need to push ourselves back onto those heels. We lower the head as we straighten the legs, tails down, restack the spine like that. Lego tower. We are up. And breathe, so we're not too dizzy. And we march on in. Well done. We didn't do our jumps at the start. We're doing our jumps now. Well done. So we've got our little quarter turns. Scoop. And quarter turn. Quarter turn. Quarter. Soft landings. Quarter. Round. round. Give me one more circle. Round, 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 and round. Well done indeed. We're going to take one knee. Hands on hips, so we can helicopter arm for a bit of extra balance. We're going to take one knee up, and we can tap, and then we can step out. And back in, same side. Lift, down, step out. Back in. Lift, down, step out. And one more. Knee, tap, step out. And in. The other side. Lift, down, out, in. Lift, in, out, back. Lift, in, out. Once more. Lift, in, out. And we're in. Back into our train tracks. Ready? We're going to activate these legs. We're rising onto the toes. Again, doesn't have to be far. Just bring the weight onto the toes. Legs are active and tight. And we turn the upper body. Hips stay strong. Square to the front. Hold this position as you come through, come through, come through. Turn to the other side. Hold it together. And back through. Loop the fingers behind the head. Shoulders are low. And we rise again. Activate the legs. They've got to be operating, working, and tight to hold our balance. We want those muscles on, holding you to allow this turn. I'm going to keep the hands here as we come forward. Lower those heels. Give me a knee up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done indeed. Release. Whoosh. I'm going to come down, lining up again, and we have our hand and elbow. Hold firmly there. It gives you a good balance point. Pull in through the tummy muscles and give yourself a little bit of a side twist. Breathing up into those fingertips so we can feel that lovely rotation. And then come on in. Changing side. Using the shelf of the knees to pull against, to push on, to lean on as you reach up. We'll go one more each side. In, resting on those knees. Up, lovely big reach. And last ones. And up, reach, reach. And relax. Rolling back up, tail down. Stacking the blocks. Up, we come. Now we're going to catch our balance. Soften those knees. We're scooping onto those toes. Are you ready? Up. We're going to lock it in. Shoulders, center, and glutes. Pulling everything into midline like a little parcel. Soften down. But again, up. Lock it in, lock it in, lock it in. And lower. 2 goes to go. Up. Lock it in, lock it in. Shoulder, center, glutes. And lower. More. One more. Up, lock it in, lock it in. And then we'll take those arms wide. Well done. Hand in front, one arm, all the way around, back and through. Other side, lovely big open stretch. We'll try this on the toes. Take a little weight forward onto those toes. Active legs again. Hand to the back and through. And hand to the back. And through, heels down. Once more, but we're going to follow the hand. All right, it's going to throw our vestibular system into a fizz. Are we ready? Take the weight to those toes. Follow those fingers, turning the head. So it's proprioception, eyes and vestibular system all hurting. We have to activate deep. We have to coordinate. What have we got left for balance? Whoosh, heels down. Both arms up. Just give yourself a nice little stretch around, like a little morning reach. And then down to the back. Shrunk your shoulders up and drop them. And then roll and down, round and roll and boom. Well done.